Praise to the creator and nobody else. So I'm gonna answer the question. I was actually just trying to answer the person, but they they didn't call my phone. So let me go ahead and just get this out the way to help you out. So when it comes to braids, braids, braids being pagan, that's not entirely true. If you had the single braids, like the horsehair braids, that'd be different. Um, Now I know there are people didn't braid their hair in single braids. Some did have cornrows, but it's not very well documented, and it really wasn't a famous hairstyle for us brothers to be dealing with. And we didn't do single braids. Our ancestors even had dyed their hair with natural substances, and it would make your hair stay that way permanently. We were not supposed to do that, but we did that. That was wrong. Okay? As far as locks go, see, there's a difference. If you twist your hair naturally and you put like gel, something that's kind of natural, grease in your hair that makes it lock, that'd be different. I know back then in the days when we had locks, they used it was all natural stuff from the earth, and it would help it lock. But literally, naturally, you can twist your hair and your hair will just start locking. If you don't comb your hair will lock. Not to use that derogatory term, I'm just trying to keep it simple. If you recall, Samson had dreadlocks, not braided locks, not the braids that they do now. He had dreadlocks, and I'm going to get to that in a minute. And he had tons of power because of those dreadlocks. We actually was never supposed to cut our hair. That's why we had dreadlocks. That was an oath to the Creator as well, to give us the power, abilities, extreme advanced knowledge, and so forth. So dreadlocks are not pagan. They stuck there as a hijack. They were using the braids to try to imitate the Medusa person, not the dreadlocks. The reason it's called dreadlocks is the first name, dread. Dread does not mean that you twisted them. It's just going to lock in. You have locks. It's just locks. It locks. Automatically, your hair's going to lock. Okay? And we did wear afros at one point too. And you see a lot of pictures where our hair is actually dreaded. You can tell that we do not like the Egyptians. Egyptians, you can tell their hair is braided. Okay? The braiding was supposed to be the pagan because they braided it with all types of horsehair in their hair. You're not supposed to straighten and comb your hair either, because that is pagan. So the only options you actually have, sisters, is to braid your hair without putting the pieces in it. Then it will not be pagan. And also to let your head lock. So that's the only two styles we actually had. Or you can get a comb and pick your hair out and have an afro, like some of our brothers used to do even back in the day sometimes. So we didn't have much hairstyles to pick from, people. Okay? The other thing that you need to know is this. The reason that people said dreadlocks and they named them, we didn't call them dreadlocks, we called them locks. That's it, locks. Why? Because the hair naturally locked. And nothing you can do about it, it naturally locked. It was just something that naturally happened, it just locked. Don't touch your hair, people have chosen your hair will lock. You'll be surprised how quick it locks. It locks ridiculously. It's supposed to lock. It stores energy from the sun, also, static, stuff like that. You're all energy, bro. You see the connection? That's why they made the, and I ain't done yet, they made the, see, don't tell me forget about this shit, right? They made the Predator. The Predator's depiction of you, because you have locks. Now, why they call them dread? Because they dread it when they seen you. They dread to see you. Every time they see the lock, they were scared to see you. Dread means to scared, afraid. So what they say when they seen dreadlocks, they were saying, they're afraid of the men with the locks. They dreaded, afraid, super afraid, scared of. They dreaded the men with the locks. Why was they scared of us so much? Simple. 2 of us would slay 1,000. So when they seen us with our locks, they said, the dreadlocks, the scary locks are here. The scary black men with the locks is here. Why was they calling it scary? Because we had 70 different spiritual, powerful abilities, and there was no weapon that could come against us. You see? And they were afraid because they knew when we was coming, One was taking 5 out, other was taking 5 out. The Bible says 2 will chase 1,000. It will flee from you. We'll be wiping them out laughing while we're doing it. So the locks is a powerful thing, blessing from the Creator, which is why your hair naturally locks by itself. When everybody like to tell you that bullshit. Now, if you braid your hair and you put all that horsehair in it, symboling a beast, then you are imitating Medusa, and that's why we told you not to be like the heathen and straighten your hair, and not to be like the Gentile and go ahead and put those what you call them in your hair, the freaking weaves and horsehair and shit, because you actually imitate Medusa, and therefore you are idol worshiping. Boom, bada bang, there you go. And notice how they have all them colors too. So there you go, buddy. There's your answer. Look this up. Cohort facts. You got to go deeper. You got to look up deeper research. Good job, though. You just should have went deeper. And you got to look up the real history. The locks are so valuable, according to the Creator, and according to us as well, that we would actually, if we would never even cut our hair ever, and we let them grow. No man would ever cut their locks, ever. That's right. Samson was not just about Samson, it was about you, but you didn't get it. Okay, also widows. What else you need to know? Okay, they were so important that they would never cut their hair. Only time they cut a piece of the lock, a piece of the lock, about that big. They had it longer, they give you a bigger piece if it was long. Okay, and the lock to be used as weapons, just so you know. But the piece of the lock is a gift, and if you died, we threw it as a gift to your family or even into your grave. It was a symbol of love and power that the Creator gave us. This is why they don't want you to grow locks, and that's why they tried to trick you with that bullshit Medusa shit, when Medusa is actually the braids with the horsehair that you women's love buying and you faggot men's love to wear. And wigs is one the same. Straightening hair, same old thing. But if you were just having regular locks because your hair is going to lock because you are a brother, then that is all natural, and the Creator loved it, and He never wanted you to cut your hair, because we're actually never supposed to cut our hair. So imagine, brother, if your hair got this long, eventually you have to do something with it, right? That's right. So what you do? You just twist it in a lock, because you couldn't have it like this all over the place, especially not in battle. Y'all need to start thinking. Imagine if this wasn't, you know what I'm saying, how it worked, the way it is now. You think my hair would be like this big? What am I going to do with all that? Start thinking. Read. Logical thinking. Deep research. History. Real history. Our history will always bring you to the key and solution, along with the word and truths from older books. Good job doing research. Y'all go a little deeper. I was hoping you call so I can explain it to you, but you don't have to. I already just said it to you. So peace and love. All praise Creator and nobody else. They always trying to get Samsons to cut their hair. Tell them, go fuck yourself. All praise Creator.